And one. And we welcome you to the Owens Center here in Peoria, Illinois, as we get ready for some ACHA Division II hockey. Tonight, the Bradley Braves host the Maryville Saints at the Owens Center for Greek night. Alongside Beau Woodcock, I'm Matt Harrington. Beau, the Braves had a 4-game winning streak snapped last weekend when they split with the Marquette Golden Eagles. But overall, things have been going pretty well for the Braves, especially number 2, Kyle Tintera.
Boy, Kyle Tintera has had quite a stretch here. He's been great for the Braves all year, obviously, but he's had 10 goals in his last 3 games before going scoreless in that loss on Saturday. Tintera has been out of control this year for the Braves. Leader in scoring, leader on the team in general. He's been quite a force for them this year.
Absolutely, and this is the last 2 home games of the weekend. Last Friday home game here tonight, as the Braves will head to the MACHA tournament in Springfield, Illinois next weekend. And let's look at the visiting Maryville Saints. 4-16-1 on the year, and they also have 4 ties on this on the season as well. But this is a Saints team, Beau. They're a new program. They have 2 teams for the first time this year, and they've been having trouble finding their footing so far this season. Absolutely.
Their Division II team has struggled quite a bit there. I imagine a lot of their really good players moved up to the Division I team that they started this year, and we've had a lot of the reserves left over, and they've really struggled this year, as you mentioned, 4-16-1-4. Had a lot of trouble scoring. They haven't beaten another Division II program since September 21st against Louisville with a 3-2 overtime win. They did win twice last weekend. They played SIUE's Division III team with some big sweeps there, but overall, Maryville's Division II program this year just seems a little underpowered compared to what they offered last year, given that a lot of their best players are likely playing Division I ACHA now.
Yeah, of course, and last year was their first year at all having a hockey program at Maryville, and so this year they added that extra team. They played at Division II last year, and then, of course, they moved up to Division I, and then it kept that Division II team as well. So we'll look at the starting goalies. At least we know Bradley for sure right now. We'll get Maryville's here in a few moments, but number 51, Joshua Sule, 8-9 on the year, going to get the start here for the Braves tonight, Beau.
Absolutely. He's won his last 2 games in goal after he lost 4 in a row, so Sule's been better as of late. He had 37 saves on 42 shots, so you give up 5 goals, but you make 37 saves. Still a good night for Sule. Obviously, they win that game as well. He was big for the Braves in that shootout frame there to help them get that 6-5 win in the first contest. So Sule's been better of late. We'll see what he brings tonight. 4.45 goals against average and an .870 save percentage, but as we mentioned, been better recently, so we'll see what he brings tonight. The Braves are going to need to get out ahead early in this one with a team that struggled such as Maryville, so him making a couple of big saves early is going to be a big key.
Absolutely, and it's Greek night here at the Owens Center, so we're going to have a lot of members from their various fraternities and sororities here tonight, so I'm expecting a pretty good student crowd, and that always helps the Braves, who have been really good in Friday home games this year as well, 4-2, and one of those losses was over winter break, so if you want to count it like that, really 4-1 in front of these rowdy home fans.
Yep, absolutely. The home crowd advantage here for the Braves has been a big difference for them in those Friday home games. Tend to get better turnout Friday home games. Saturdays, things can go different. People can have different things going on, but on the Friday nights, the Braves fans have really turned out big in the student section and made a big difference for this team. It's got to be a little intimidating as well for the visitors to see a student section like that, loud and rowdy during your game. So,
well, we have Mitch Kaminski, who's going to be standing by here with Kyle Tintera in just a moment, and while Tintera gets everything figured out, we will let Mitch get all squared away here. So we will go down to Mitch when Kyle is ready. But going to be a fun one here tonight at the Owens Center. Braves trying to keep it rolling. They've been really good at Friday home games all season long, as we've sort of alluded to. And, of course, with Sule playing, he's always a guy that likes to get the crowd going into
Absolutely.
the game right away, and we'll see what we can do. So,
and for the Braves, obviously, at this point in the season, only a handful of games left. This series is actually their last regular season series of the year, so they really need to get things going after that.
All right, we are going to go down to ice level here in just a second as we get ready for Mitch Kaminski, who's standing by with Kyle Tintera. Mitch?
Enjoyed these in the past. It's a pretty good atmosphere thus far this season. What's going through your head as you lace them up for the last time at the OC?
I'm just super excited to play again. We're going to have a big crowd tonight again. It's a night, but we're just going to come out of here with 2 points. It's a big deal.
Earlier this week, you were featured on the NHL social media page. What was your reaction to seeing that, and your teammates have a reaction as well?
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Everybody started sending me messages, direct messages. I just thought it was really cool. I never expected actually to be on that page, but it's just a kind of a bonus for the season, honestly.
Any final tricks up your sleeve tonight that you're going to pull out?
We'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
All right, good luck tonight. Thanks for your time. Back up to you, Matt.
All right, thank you, Mitch. Appreciate it. And I know a lot of folks who are probably watching here tonight have seen that footage of Kyle Tintera, that goal he scored against Aurora back in November. And our initial goal was to try and get it on the Sports Center top 10. And unfortunately, that didn't work out. But when you get on a social media page like the NHL, who has millions of followers, that's a pretty cool honor for Kyle Tintera.
Yeah, I think maybe even overshot ESPN a little bit. Nothing against ESPN, but to be on the official page for the biggest hockey league, not just in North America, but frankly in the world. Huge accomplishment for Kyle. Really cool to see the clip there at the end of that Twitter clip. Just a really cool thing. Get Bradley hockey some recognition, and obviously Kyle as well. He's had a terrific season for the Braves, so great to see him get that recognition.
Absolutely, and if you haven't checked out that clip, you can go on the various Bradley social media channel, Bradley Hockey social media channels, and it is posted all there. He was featured at the end. It was highlighting Andrei Svechnikov of the Carolina Hurricanes. He's pulled off that goal twice in the NHL, and various people, including Tintera, have been able to pull it off too, and so it highlighted that cool aspect of the game, and maybe we'll see it tonight from Tintera. I don't know. I feel like he might try to do it again.
You know, it's something very interesting. He mentioned at the end of the interview, we'll just have to wait and see. I feel like he's got something special planned. Maybe not a lacrosse goal, maybe something else tonight. I'm really interested to see what he brings to the table tonight. Obviously, the Braves favorites in this one, so hopefully Kyle's got something special planned for his final Friday night here at the OC.
We shall see. We're going to step aside here while the Zamboni resurfaces, and we'll get you Bradley Hockey coming up next here on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel. Maryville and Bradley D2 action coming your way next, alongside Mitch Kaminski and Beau Woodcock. I'm Matt Harrington. We'll be right back. Back at the Owens Center in Peoria. Really nice job to have a live anthem singer here. That was Pierre Paul, one of the Bradley students. Very nice job by him on the national anthem.
Excellent work on the national anthem. I only wish I could sing half that good.
We had the very end on the clip. We had a pre-recorded open that we interviewed Kyle Tintera on the earlier during warm-up. But we are just about ready to go here at the Owens Center tonight between Maryville and Bradley. Of course, Bradley in their typical home white uniforms, Maryville in the red. Got to say, both, I'm getting a very strong Carolina Hurricanes vibe from these Maryville jerseys.
I mean, everything from the jerseys to the outlines, even the logos. If you look at them from a far enough distance, you're like, wait, does that look like a Hurricane logo? But we'll see if they play anything close to Carolina tonight. They're going to need a big game here if they want to compete with the Braves as the Braves close out their regular season and get ready for the Matcha quarterfinals next weekend.
Should be a fun one indeed. It will be Sule in net for the Braves, and then for Maryville, they're going to go with Hampus Blomdahl, the Sweden native, and a freshman, as he will be the starter for them. 3.34 goals against average, .923 save percentage, and a 0-5-2 record on the year, so has yet to win a game so far this season for Maryville. So Braves have it early on. Seth Bishop trying to go for Kyle Tintera here in the early going for the Braves. This one will go back down. Good hustle early on here from both teams. This one will be played into the zone by Maryville as they go back around to the other side. Sabatino after it. Tintera right there for the Braves as he pushes it to the point but not out. This one goes into the netting and out of play.
Not a bad start there for Maryville in the first 40 seconds, rebuffing Bradley's first attempt in the attacking zone, getting that puck down the ice and creating some pressure, even a shot deflected up into the netting there. But not a bad start for the Maryville Saints 40 seconds in.
So face-off will be to the left of Soule. Again, Soule getting the start here tonight. He played in the 6-5 win that Bradley had last weekend at Marquette. That was a shootout win. And technically it's considered a tie, but Bradley does pick up the win in the shootout. So nice job by Soule. And you mentioned it earlier, Beau, he had lost 4 straight and now he's won 2 straight. So starting to see some better days from Soule after he ran into a little bit of a rough patch here in this late part of the season. Back out to get it for Maryville is Hainbrink. Hainbrink wearing number 4 for Maryville. Now taking a hold of as the Saints have it once more. Here's Berkmeyer, Matt Berkmeyer, the leading scorer, or one of the leading scorers on this team. Students yelling here early on, trying to get their team going. This one will go back for Andrew Schmidt. He will let it go for an icing here. So we'll go back into the Maryville zone.
Maryville struggling there in the neutral zone. Couple of turnovers at their own blue line there. Kind of leads to them. They're at least not able to give up anything disastrous the other way, but they're forced to dump that puck down the ice, and the Braves will get an offensive zone faceoff here, their first of the game.
Chance here early on for the Braves, but one back by the Saints. Played at the wall. Etchison trying to throw it there for Bradley, but it'll go back into their own end. Hustling after it for Maryville is Matt Simoncelli. And Simoncelli is the leading scorer on the team. 8 goals, 16 assists for a total of 24 points for Simoncelli. Back into Bradley territory. Sam Lucchese off the boards and kept in at the line by the Saints, but Bradley will get right a hold of it again here. In the zone, Brennan Peters trying to claw his way in. Bishop couldn't pull the trigger there, so he got handcuffed a bit by Dylan Goulet, number 9 for Maryville. Now up the boards, Henson Tintera kept it in for a moment, but scooted right back out. Bryant lunges after it and plays it into the Bradley zone. Off a couple of bodies, Peters right there with Blackburn, redirected and fought off in front. The backhander missed the net. Nice stop by Blomdahl there, and it is cleared down. And Bradley starting to apply the pressure here early on, Beau.
Yeah, much better sequence there for the Braves, able to get a couple of good shots there, saved there by Blomdahl, but Maryville so desperate to get the puck out, they end up with another icing opportunity. So not a lot of progress made for Maryville, resetting. Have to take another defensive zone faceoff here as they're going up against Kyle Tintera at the dot for the Braves.
We talked about Tintera quite a bit during the warm-ups, and we heard what he said about this run he's been on and what it means to him to be here, but that run is just impressive. 10 goals in the last 4 games for Kyle Tintera. Did not score last time out, but looking to do so again here. Tintera back behind the net, trying to work it up that left wall. Find a teammate as it goes back to the point. Here's the wrister shot in the save by Blomdahl as Bishop will chase after it in the corner for the Braves. Up to the point, good keep by Brennan Peters. Lunges out to keep it once more as it's fired wide of Blomdahl. Tintera and the rest of the forwards will come off the bench here as the Braves get a fresh offensive unit out there. Now Maryville after it, poked up by Connor Gent. Nice hit along the wall, frees that puck up, but we are going to have an offsides here.
Yeah, it looks like, I believe the Maryville player there backed into the zone when he got that hit there, and he ended up backing in front of the going in there. So it ended up being an offside. So that's Sabatino. It's their sevens, or their ones look like sevens, and it's throwing me off a little bit early going.
Off the draw, though, Braves win it. Here is Josh Crandall. He'll fire it back in. Blomdahl won an icing, but not getting one, as it's Hainbrink after it for Maryville. Good keep by Logan Ig, steered away by Blomdahl as it finds its way to the corner. Nick Sorrentino right there for Bradley. Come out to the zone where it's played by the Braves. Trying to go to Sorrentino up the boards once again, and taken a hold of by Maryville's Matt Berkmeyer. Berkmeyer, ooh, big hit there. I don't think Logan Nig was expecting that.
Nick's slow to get up there as he's just now getting out of the blue line. Back to his feet now, though. Good for Bradley.
Nig after it here in the corner for the Braves, trying to chop it back into the corner. Outlet pass connects here for the Saints as they come up through center. Bumped off the wall, backhanded into the zone. Bradley has a hold of it now. Nice outlet pass. They find the big man, David Tuttle. Tuttle with the shot held on to, no problem, by Hampus Blomdahl.
Good outlet pass there to Tuttle there at the end of that situation, but Tuttle there kind of by himself as 4 Maryville players charge onto the ice, so he's able to just get the wrist shot off and at least force the save by Blomdahl.
Offensive zone draw here for the Braves. 15:43 to go in period number 1. No score between Maryville and Bradley here at the Owens Center. Hard to believe it's the final Friday home game of the year already. It just goes so quick.
Absolutely.
Up the boards now. Braves keep it in at the line. Redirected into the glove of Blomdahl. Nice little chance there for Bradley.
Another couple of clearing attempts there for Maryville. Not going their way. They haven't been able to get the puck past the defense of the unless they've launched it all the way down for icing. Blackburn made a good play off the initial faceoff, and then that was Lucas there on the other side making another good play. So the Brave defense is doing a great job keeping the puck in.
Off the draw, sent to the corner here as Maryville will play it back around the other way. Off to get it is Anthony Picano for Maryville. Now the Braves have it again here. Rolled off the tape of Etchison, and Blackburn tried to keep it, but that one just snuck out, so he will regroup. Saints trying to go with that long extension, but this one will go back behind Sule for an icing.
Errant pair off the stick of Piciano there on the defense. They had an outlet pass as the Braves made an awkward change. Tuttle came off right after the faceoff. Maryville had an opportunity to move the puck up the ice, but an errant pass turns into the worst possible situation here as it's icing once again against Maryville. That's 3 here in the opening 5 minutes, and it's trapped them in their defensive zone.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here in the first few minutes of this game. Maryville will have a new player stepping into the faceoff circle. Exactly 15 to play here in period number 1. This one swung across for Brooks Blackburn, and Blomdahl bobbled it there for a moment. Tintera was waiting right there to try and scoop it up, but luckily for him, that will not happen as the Braves try and play it back here again. Here is Tintera going back into the corner now for the Braves. Tintera trying to go up the wall, and this one will be cleared out once more. Josh Crandall tracing it back here for the Braves. Crandall had it bounce off a skate as he will clear it right back to the neutral zone once more. Here's Seth Bishop now for Bradley. Bishop, of course, was a star on the D3 team last year, and his point total so far this year has 7 goals, 3 assists for the Braves this season. Nice hit applied there in the corner. Now Maryville up the boards as it's cleared down, hops off the stick of Crandall, and so retrieve it here for the Braves. Josh Crandall trying to find Sorrentino on the outlet, but this will be another icing against Bradley this time.
Bradley finally getting the negative side of that icing. Good for Maryville. I've been impressed with the Maryville's defense so far early on in this game. They've rebuffed Tintera a couple of times, and a lot of their troubles clearing the puck have been their forwards not helping out near the blue line against the defense. But I've been impressed with Maryville's defense and their work behind the net there, especially against Tintera and some of these high-powered Braves forwards.
Maryville with an offensive zone draw here as they win it back. This one will go into the corner now. 13:47 to go in period 1. That one's blocked, played up the boards here as the Braves move it out of the zone. Sorrentino hustling after this one here. Sorrentino on the backhand save, and Blomdahl got taken out there by one of the Braves in front as he struggles to get back up on his feet. Chopped at here by Logan Nigg. Blomdahl is back and ready now. Probably would have been called goalie interference had they put that puck in the net, but we play on. Maryville into the zone as Sam Mattis fires one in on Sule here. Maryville playing it into the zone now. Tuttle scoops it out on the backhand as it's played at center. Right there at the line, David Tuttle reaching out and played up off the glass by the Braves. All kinds of bodies flying here early on. Lots of physical play from these two teams. Here's Trevor Cooney now. Nice little move there, but thrown out of the zone as the Braves will regroup. Just under 13 to play in the first. Skids off a glove, and back behind Hampus Blomdahl here for Maryville. Up the boards, Schmidt, now Tintera with it for Bradley. Here's Kyle Tintera trying to go back for David Tuttle. Schmidt with the shot, and a nice stop by Blomdahl for the whistle.
Maryville did get one shot. It didn't get put up on the scoreboard, but off the initial face-off that they had on the icing. They did get one shot off there, but only one shot through 7.5 minutes. Not a very good look here for the Maryville Saints. It's been all Bradley here as the Maryville Saints forwards have really struggled to figure out what to do in the defensive zone. They haven't been very helpful down there.
Off the draw now. Braves trying to shove it back into the corner here as Kyle Tintera has it on his tape. Tintera going up the boards as it'll go back for Blackburn. Redirected, Blomdahl able to kick it out as Tintera picks it up again. Tintera working his way in the slot, chops it back to the point, but this one will come out of the zone as Blackburn try to play it there. Now into the corner, Sam Bryant after it for the Braves as he takes a big hit there from Joey Sabatino. Goes back down to Maryville territory for an icing.
This is a game of icings here. As this time Bradley, the defense there, I believe that's Blackburn, kind of throwing a puck to nowhere. Ends up with the icing call against Bradley. Both teams taking a lot of icings here on. We've had a slow progressing first period, but not really a good play there as Blackburn had some space to skate the puck up ice. Loud student section over there, right by the Maryville faceoff dot, and we get a stoppage as it looks like the linesman's going to kick 15 here for Maryville. He's going to kick Govoloco right out of the faceoff dot.
Right off the draw, a little tie up and bounce back to the Maryville point as they have it on their sticks here. Sam Mattis throws it towards the goal. Down low into the corner again. Braves with it, trying to go up the boards here. Now Blackburn banks it back here for the Braves. Back for Brooks Blackburn. Up the glass, out through the neutral zone, but intercepted by Golovko for Maryville. Golovko, of course, is a Ukraine native. He's one of 4 international players on this Maryville team. Of course, we mentioned Hampus Blomdahl, the starter for Maryville, starting goaltender, is from Sweden. Their backup goalie, Max Gaudet, is from British Columbia. And then the also international player final one is Phil Klemmer. He's from Germany. So a lot of international talent here on this Maryville team.
You really see the effect of having that athletic department behind them, pulling in some talented new international players.
This one throw towards the net. Sule, no problem, able to scoop it up there with the glove on the ice.
Last few minutes here, Bradley's had a little bit more trouble moving the puck back up the ice. They had the one late icing call. Maryville's been better in the last few minutes. It was starting to look like Bradley was getting full control of this game. They had several minutes in the attacking zone now. But an opportunity here, possibly Hainbrick taking the draw for Maryville, except we're going to get a stoppage. We're going to have some discussion here.
Looks like the players weren't ready or somebody wasn't ready, so we'll do it again.
I think the student section is starting to affect Maryville. I can see a couple of guys pointed out and frustrated a little bit. Clearly big student crowd for the Braves, having that home crowd impact.
This is usually the second most attended night of the year, Greek night. Of course, the home opener is usually the one that gets the most Bradley students here, but it's fun when you have a good crowd in front of you like you do tonight here for the Bradley Braves.
Fun for the Bradley Braves, not the Maryville Saints.
Correct, not for Maryville. Out through the neutral zone now as it's taken a hold of by Connor Gent. He'll flip it back behind Sule as the Braves have it. Just about halfway through this first period, no score between Bradley and Maryville. Of course, this game, though, can turn really quick. We saw a 1-0 game after one a couple Fridays ago. The final score ended up being 11-0. So a lot of game left here at the Owens Center. Here's David Tuttle up the boards. Hard to see him there with that student congregation. Andrew Schmidt will play it now as the Braves take a hold of it. Laid up out of the zone. Gent up the boards, kept in by Cooney. Etchison with him, as well as Andrew Schmidt. Here's Schmidt looking to load it up, but blocked in front as it will go back into Bradley territory. Sam Lucchese will go back and grab it. Shots on goal are 5-1 here in the early going, in favor, of course, of the home team Bradley Braves. Here's Christian Marion on the outlet pass now for Maryville. Braves have it. So they'll go back to the defensive end here, try and get things sorted out. Dylan Goulet flips it in on Sule. He will wisely hang on for the whistle.
Good play by Schmidt on that last shot attempt that ended up getting blocked in front of the net. I loved his play there, trailing at the right time, coming in and picking up that puck. Good opportunity there for the Braves, but a nice block shot in front for Maryville. Cody Esposito, former Braves player, arrives on the scene here at the game.
How about that?
Huge crowd tonight, even guys that have graduated coming out for Greek night.
Great to see Cody Esposito in the house. Of course, he was a big star here for the Bradley Braves, the captain for several years, and this might be his first game that I've seen him at this season. We're going to have a penalty coming up here against Maryville as the Braves take possession. Quick shot over the top as Blomdahl will let it go back behind, and Braves will get their first power play of the game.
Braves going to get a power play opportunity. Didn't see quite who committed the penalty there for Maryville, but they were a little bit behind as Tintera led a rush up the ice. So understandably having to commit a tripping penalty to try to rebuff that potential opportunity there, is it looks like that's going to be Sabatino going into the box for the Maryville Saints. So it'll be the Bradley Braves getting their first power play of the evening, 22.31% on the power play, so they've been good this year, and we'll see if they can grab a lead here in the first, as they haven't had a few shots here in a few minutes, so we'll see if they can develop some momentum on this power play.
And you mentioned that power play at 22.31, and that was a number that used to be a lot lower, but they have improved that by almost 5% in the last couple of weeks, so they have done a nice job of getting that number back to where they want to be, and anytime you can score in almost one of every 4 power plays, that's big. So power play now for Bradley as they get that top unit out there. Kyle Tintera down low, and now they'll go back up to the point. Here's the shot, stick save, juicy rebound, whacked at in front, and Blomdahl has it. Nice job to track it down.
What save there by Blomdahl. That was a trademark clean tip play to Tintera in front of the net. Blomdahl makes the first initial save and is able to find the puck, as I believe that was the Braves Cooney there on the rebound. Almost had a second opportunity, but great work by Blomdahl to make the save. Good initial chance off the face-off there for the Braves.
Off the draw, Maryville will win it and fling it around the boards here for Dylan Goulet. Up ahead now, Maryville able to clear it. Nice hustle there by Corey Kohut, the speedy freshman, as he gets taken down to the ice. Bradley right back with it, though, as they try and go ahead. Here's Tintera on the left side. Tintera over the top. Big, powerful wrister there from the captain. Kohut now Tintera. Here's Tintera, deflects its way into the corner now, as Cooney will bump it back. Braves working here on their first power play of the game. Brian across, wrister, and Blomdahl making the nice stop. Had it lined up perfectly there.
Tintera leading the charge there on the attack. Great block in front of that by Dylan Goulet for Maryville, but it sets up the Braves puck with a lot of space over on that far side boards. Couple of passes there, and Blomdahl has to make another save. He's been very busy in the early going, and he's already had 3 shots on this power play.
Off the draw, Maryville able to win it again here on the penalty kill, but Braves take a hold of it. Top of the circle shot, sails over the top. That was Cam Etchison on the wrist shot. Bishop down low now into the corner for the Braves. Up to the point. Here's Logan Nigg. This is the second unit out now on this Bradley power play. Nigg going back to the wall, but cleared out of the zone, as Sule will come and chop it off.
Maryville gets the clear there, but the Braves off the faceoffs, even the ones they've lost, they've done a great job closing on the puck and preventing Maryville from clearing it out. Typically on these power plays, when you lose that faceoff, you lose 15 seconds with the puck getting cleared out, but Bradley's done a great job recovering.
Bradley back into the zone here as they work behind the net. Nice feed, and that one's off the back of the net. Thought it went in there for a minute, but Bradley unable to convert there. Still some time on the power play, 16 seconds. Nigg tripped up, no call, as we'll play on. Braves still with it here. Shot from the point deflects into the netting, and that will stop the clock with 6 to go on the Bradley power play.
Maryville's had to block a lot of shots and deal with a lot more. Braves have been firing away on this power play. They've had a lot of good looks. Their last entry there, way too easy for the Braves there. Maryville not even challenging at the blue line. The Braves setting up several opportunities, not able to convert. They've got 6 seconds left. Maybe one face-off win here by Tintera might give them one more chance here before even strength.
Off the draw, Maryville wins it again. I tell you what, they have done a good job winning face-offs. It's just maintaining that after they win it. So they've won pretty much all of them on that penalty kill. We're back to full strength now as the Braves take it out through center. Slow it down, trying to go back for Bishop. Shocker, we have another icing here in the first.
Another one, as DJ Khaled would say. Unfortunate there for the Braves because they looked like they were ready to set up again. It was even strength, but those Maryville penalty killers had been out there for a while. An errant pass there, though, off of Bishop lets Maryville reset and get an offensive zone face-off here after killing off the Braves' first power play.
Don't know who's playing music down there in the box, but they're playing all the hits here tonight. Some Ice Ice Baby here early on.
My go-to karaoke song.
Down low into the corner now for Maryville as they work in the offensive zone. Tintera trying to fight off a man there. Good hustle around the outside by the Saints. Bishop trying to play it out of the zone. Gets the job done as it comes out through center. It'll be played now by the Saints into the zone. Nice move there from Maryville, but that one will go into the corner. That was Christian Issa for Maryville. Scored a goal in their 13-2 win over the SIUE D3 team last weekend. And Blomdahl will come way out to play it here.
Issa's pass this time, not able to find the stick of his defenseman Gert, so they have to reset.
6 minutes to play in period one. No score between Bradley and Maryville. Shots on goal, though, have been heavy in favor of the Braves, 9-2. Here's Sorrentino as he'll dump it into the corner and get around the defenseman. Logan Nigg in there to help out as well. Logan Nigg forced up along the boards. Braves keep it at the line. Shot off a body as it's gloved down now by the Saints, trying to come out of the zone. Good hustle there from Corey Kohut. Logan Nigg play it back in the Bradley zone, gets it right back. So here comes Logan Nigg. Easy shot for Blomdahl as he will hang on.
Bradley has done a great job in the offensive zone. Some of that, though, Maryville's form, their forwards have been sinking a lot lower, and the Braves' defense has had a lot of space and time up at the point. Braves have done a great job getting the puck back to the point, but those forwards for Maryville need to play a little higher so they can try and defend that. And there's only 4 people up for Maryville as the 5th guy goes off the ice and then realizes it's a mistake and has to come back on.
Hey, you don't want to have 4 guys on the ice unless you're obviously on the penalty kill. And especially the way this game's gone early on, Maryville would prefer to have all 5 players out on the ice.
They might be asking the refs here in a minute if they can have 6, because Bradley has been shelling them. The shots are 10-2 in this period. Bradley, every time they've gotten the puck in here, it's been a 3-minute, 4-minute battle just for Maryville to get the puck to the neutral zone. When they've gotten it out there, they haven't been too bad, but they just have not been able to clear the puck out.
Quick snapper deflects its way off a body and into the corner here. It goes back behind the net now. Saints trying to take it. Sam Mattis up the boards. Kept in by Lucchese, who will scoop it in on the backhand. Maryville trying to play it now up the boards. Whacked at. Corralled into the zone. Nice move. But a couple of players went down, and here's a chance for the Saints. And Sule with a nice stop.
Great save. As that looked like it was going to backfire for Maryville as their player falls the ice, but another man comes in and picks it up. That's Kohler coming in with a burst of steam. Sule with a great save, moving from his right to his left there, as Maryville nearly stole the first goal away after getting outshot this whole period. But Sule coming up big, like we mentioned in the open. He was going to need to come up big for the Braves and make some saves to help Bradley get a lead on this team that struggled all year. He did a great job there.
Biggest save so far, no doubt, from Joshua Sule here in this game. Up the boards now, Braves trying to go with it. Tintera along the wall, Sam Bryant in there as well. Nearly forced out, but Tintera will take a hold of it on the stick and clear it down. Nice job by the captain, Kyle Tintera there. Maryville trying to go with it in the defensive zone here as they look to scoot it out. Kept in by the lunging stick of Tintera. Now here's Tintera, shoots that one off a defender in front, gets his own rebound. Thrown towards Bishop, but Tintera will cycle it back behind the Maryville goal here. Peters shoves a man up along the wall. Bishop trying to find it. Nice moves by Seth Bishop. Follow-up try off the post. Sam Bryant rang the iron there, nearly making it 1-0.
Big shot there by Sam Bryant, as that one was set up well, as it looked like Bishop was trying to go to the front of that and get a shot, but he ended up accidentally kind of dropping it there, and Bryant found pipe.
That was a good-looking chance, and Bradley still scoreless. Here's a chance in front. Pad save Blomdahl as he kicks it away. Nice job by him. He is keeping his team in the game right now, no question. Now here comes Maryville into the zone. Breakaway. Sule makes the save. Robbing point blank Matt Berkmeyer. Another try. Sule with a terrific stop. 2 of them there.
Boy, the goalies are going back and forth saying anything you can do, I can do better. Blomdahl makes a great pad save on one end. Sule with a couple of great saves there on the other end. Does that look like another breakaway for Maryville? That's 2 they've had in a couple of minutes here. Now, as Bradley has had a little trouble in the neutral zone, letting guys get behind them, but Sule has been big in the last couple of minutes.
Terrific job by Joshua Sule. And it looked like this thing was going to be a blowout in terms of shots on goal, but Maryville has done a much better job of cutting it down. Braves wanted a trip call there, but they won't get one as it's taken a hold of now by Sam Lucchese. Braves fans again wanting a call as they're getting hounded here in the offensive zone early going, and the fans are upset about that. And now you got 2 guys right near the blue line going at it. Boy, mayhem here at the Owens Center.
That one's going to go out of there. That was Lucas and Berkmeyer there at the blue line. Berkmeyer drove him to the ice about from the red line to the blue line and then put him on the ground and didn't leave. Student section over here absolutely riled up. They're almost all standing up on the glass there. Really wanted a call there. Nothing coming from it, and now it's a defensive zone. But these last 4 minutes, shots on both ends, great saves, and absolute chaos here.
Getting hard to see here with all these students in the corner. Crandall will go back to play it here for the Braves. Working in there as well is Trevor Cooney for Bradley. Maryville has it in the corner as they look to go up the wall. Crandall waiting for that loose puck to develop. This one will go way off the glass and down the length of the ice. So another stoppage here with about 2:41 to go in the first period of play.
And another icing. And like you mentioned there, if that puck goes into the near side boards over by our booth, we're not going to be able to tell you a whole lot because there's just a massive student standing there. Big crowd here for Greek night. Last Friday night home game as I just stood up, and the entire section from where our booth is at to the end of the bench is nothing but Bradley students. So big crowd tonight for the Braves.
Terrific to see here at the Owens Center. Here's a chance in front, blocked in front by the Braves as they come out of the zone. Trying to go forward with it is Tuttle. Hands it off. Tuttle trying to get it back. Had it poked off his stick. And the Braves will take a hold of it now. Here's Sam Bryant working around the outside, thrown in front off a stick. And up to Etchison. Right there with him is Cooney. Nice keep by the Braves. Bryant across and just over the top. Cam Etchison was right there. Now banked up to the line but kept in by Peters. His shot goes wide of the net. And now taking a hold of by Etchison. Long shot misses the mark wide of Blomdahl. Now Andrew Schmidt up along to the other side. Braves forced into the corner here as Maryville tries to clear this puck out. 1:45 to go in the first period of play. Been a good one so far. Schmidt into the corner as it's back down below the goal line. Banked up to the point. Braves keep it at the line. Fired into the corner. Tintera catches it off the wall. Tintera back to the point. Big windup, deflecting its way. And oh, that one came dangerously close to the side of the net, but Blomdahl accidentally knocked it off.
And there we see, we talked about it a few minutes ago, but once again, Maryville's forwards sinking too low. Their near side wingers almost at the face-off dot, and it leaves Blackburn and the other defenseman for the Braves wide open. Stretch pass from Tintera across, setting up another great opportunity for the Braves.
1:23 here to go in the first period. No score between these teams. Shots on goal are 15-6. Both teams have had some really good chances here. Blomdahl with it. He'll bank it off the boards as it's chopped up to the line. Blackburn back down low as it's taken by Connor Gent here, the native of Dallas, Texas, sophomore for the Maryville Saints. Quick snapper, Blomdahl able to pad away. Tintera holding on to it now for the Braves. Tintera back up to the line for Blackburn, looking for a lane, and that one's blocked off by the Saints as they come up. Good speed out through center as Tintera finds his man. Dishes it off for Crandall. Here's Josh Crandall into the zone for the Braves. Scoops it into the corner with 30 seconds to go in the first. Maryville with it now as they look to go up the ice. This one banked up ahead, and no icing. Officials wave it off. Soule will dish it off here for Sam Lucas. One last chance for the Braves in the first to try and get something going. Big hit there along the wall. Fans didn't like that one. Thrown towards Soule. He will glove it down with 8 seconds to go in the first.
Big hit along the boards there, and it took out a Maryville player, and he is not happy about it as Berkmeyer goes chasing the official after getting dumped into the sideboards there, but he won't get anything from the officials. The officials have really let them play. We had the one tripping call, but there's been a few other ones where you could have had penalties called. The officials have let them play early on here in this first period.
Off the draw. Bradley will take a hold of it. And that one will not do it for the end of the first, as that will stop the clock with about 2 seconds.
We got a high stick there. Now Nig and Berkmeyer jousting there at the blue line. Nig might have been the one that took out Berkmeyer a minute ago, so Berkmeyer has a few words for him. Berkmeyer still obviously not happy about that hit he took.
Off the draw. That will pretty much do it for the first period. So Bradley and Maryville scoreless after one period of play, Beau, but both teams had a plethora of scoring chances.
Absolutely. The last 7 minutes there was really chaotic. Both teams having some great opportunities. Bryant hits the pipe. Goaltender for Maryville has to make a great kick save there. Blomdahl. And then Sule has to make 2 or 3 saves on breakaway chances for Maryville. They didn't get a lot of shots, but they had multiple high-quality breakaways that they weren't quite able to finish. Great ending to this first period. Very energetic. Braves need to get a few more chances and push forward here in the second period.
Yeah, that was overall a good period for the Braves, but we're going to go down to ice level where Mitch Kaminski is standing by. Mitch, good first period. What were your thoughts on that?
Thanks, Matt. Kind of chippy play down here. A lot of chirping going back and forth. Very physical game as well. And it looks like a lot of people are having trouble with their footing. People are slipping all over the ice. So got to watch out from tripping over that blue line there. But hopefully both teams clean it up for the second period of play. And I suspect a very physical game moving forward like we saw in the first.
All right. Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate it. And you mentioned the chippiness. Mitch mentioned the chippiness, and that's been something that we saw a lot of there in the first period.
Yeah, absolutely. Chippiness really coming through, especially in the second half of that period. Both teams starting to get rather acquainted to each other here in the second half of the first, getting a lot of physical play in.
All right, we'll step aside for our first intermission. No score between Maryville and Bradley here on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel. Stick with us. Alongside Mitch Kaminski and Beau Woodcock, I'm Matt Harrington. We'll be back for period number 2. Welcome back to the Owens Center here in Peoria, Illinois. 0-0 after the first period between Bradley and Maryville as we get ready for the second. And this place just continues to fill up here, Beau. Tons of students out here for Greek night.
And I'm starting to wonder where they're going to go. This student section is packed. Like we said earlier, it's basically from our booth all the way down to the end. A lot of students here tonight cheering on the Bradley Braves in their Friday night final home game of the season.
Up the wall, Braves will play it here early on in this period. Of course, the teams have switched ends, so now Maryville in their red sweaters will be moving from left to right. Bradley from right to left as they try and go up here for Seth Bishop. Bishop's got a break, and that one's stopped by Blomdahl. Good recognition there by Hampus Blomdahl to make the save.
Don't believe Bishop got everything on that. He wanted to as well.
Up to the point now, Brooks Blackburn has trouble with it, but keeps it in the zone. Holding on to it is Bishop as he drops it back. Lucas with a drive, big save, juicy rebound, and that one's fired off the back end of the net there as it goes up the wall. Back below the goal line again, Braves trying to wrap it around here on Blomdahl. In front, big save, and the rebound just goes wide to the left post. Braves have it here as they continue to press early in this period, almost at 20 shots on goal now as they keep it in. Sorrentino across, back to Sorrentino in front, and that one's blocked away. Boy, great chances here for the Bradley Braves here as they have come out flying in the second period. Sorrentino up the boards trying to go for Brooks Blackburn. Blackburn waiting, that one deflects up in the air. Not sure if it hit the ceiling or not, but we play on. Logan Nigg chopping away in front as he follows it up into the corner with a nice collision. Up the boards now, Blackburn able to fire it right back in as that will finally relieve some of the pressure. And Bradley and Maryville can both get some changes now. Breathe a little bit here. Long pass goes too far, and that will be an icing against the Saints.
A little long there off the stick of Gertie's trying to get that puck to his outlet man here on the near side boards. Way overshot him there, like Jimmy Garoppolo overthrowing Sanders by 5 yards in the Super Bowl. That one wasn't particularly close, and Maryville has to spend some more time in their defensive zone.
That took some guts to say, Beau, because I know you're a big 49ers fan.
Yeah, that was painful, but that was the first thing that came to mind, so out it came.
Up the wall now. Bradley plays it right in front as they go crashing into Blomholm. Looked like the referee had his arm up for a moment, but put it back down. Not sure what that was about. So Maryville clears it up out of the zone, and Crandall will play it at the neutral zone. Taken a hold of now by Maryville's number 4. That's Jake Handbrink for the Saints. Back down low, Sule in some trouble here as he's able to fire it up the boards. Nice job getting out of that sticky situation. Flown back up through center. Tuttle will try and beat it, and ooh, that was close. Referee calling it an icing, though.
Close, and I think a slight lead to Tuttle there, but the referee disagrees, and the linesman will send it back down to the other end, so Bradley has to take a defensive zone face-off there as Tuttle, I guess, just didn't quite get enough far ahead there. Close judgment there, but I imagine in that close of a situation, ref's going to lean towards icing more often than not. So Maryville going to get an offensive zone face-off with Hainbrink once again taking the draw here for the Saints.
Off the draw, the Saints have been really good on the face-off circle tonight. That's really the one aspect that they have been dominating Bradley in here so far in this game. Behind the net now, Crandall working with it here for the Braves. Trying to go for Etchison. Sule sticks it away. Maryville in front. Dangerous chance, and that one hops right over the crossbar. My goodness. Weird-looking play there as Bradley survives. This one will go for an icing again, but boy, that was a weird-looking play.
That was a weird-looking play, but it was set up nicely with the feet in front of the net. Ended up getting tipped. Sule just barely made the save with his pad, and then it ended up kicking back over the side, and a backhander from a really weird angle ended up almost going dead straight off the crossbar, off the top of the crossbar, and rolling off the other side there, but a decent chance there for the Saints.
Good-looking chance indeed as they have it in the offensive zone now. Up the boards come the Saints as they work down low. Trevor Cooney in there for the Braves as they gain possession. Pass for Etcherson intercepted by the speedy Dylan Golay. Into the corner now. Cooney trying to lay it off. Had trouble dishing it there, but up to Etchison it goes. Here's Etchison up ahead for the Braves. Fired down into the right corner. And up along the wall as it's played here by Bradley. Tintera right there waiting for it. Here's Tintera trying to get that little stick handle move in there but it rolled off his stick. Up to the point for Lucchese. Loads it up and fires it wide. Bishop backhanding the rebound to the corner. Here's Lucchese with another drive, looking for that redirect. It goes off the pad of Blomdahl. Lucchese right there for Peters. They go across. Braves trying to strike here as we still have a scoreless game early in the second frame. Into the corner now for Seth Bishop as he works with Maryville's Sam Mattis. Up to the point, good keep by Sam Bryant. Braves up now down low into the corner. Tintera hustling after this one as it'll get by him up to the point. Lucchese will come out through center to grab a hold of it. Just missed the mark on the pass. Back down for Blomdahl, who will touch it up, and this one's coming back down into the Bradley zone here.
Is that going to be called icing there? As it might have been on the wrong side of the red line, but the goalie played it there. The referee here now with the armband called it. It looks like that is going to go against Bradley as an icing, as they must have shot that from the wrong side of the red line. Bit of an unfortunate break there as an errant pass by the Braves turns into an offensive zone opportunity here for the Maryville Saints.
That is indeed an icing looking back at it here on the replay. So not your typical icing, but it'll go back into the Bradley end. But here they come out of it. Here's Nick Sorrentino. Shoots. Nice save by Blomdahl, who makes the stop, keeps this thing scoreless.
Sorrentino with the great save, but Gert with the right idea, completely cutting off the passing lane there, as Sorrentino might have been looking to Nig, who was cutting to the front of the net. But Gert has the right idea, makes Sorrentino just take the wrist shot there, and with the way Blomdahl's been playing tonight, you expect he's going to make that first save.
He has been really good on the rebound control, too. That's one of the reasons that, of course, that there hasn't been a goal yet scored in this game for the Bradley Braves. Up towards the slot area, Crandall pinching in now to keep it as they'll go down low. Right out in front, and a great save rebound, and that one just goes to the corner. Goodness. That was that first big juicy rebound of the game that the Braves were looking for. Couldn't convert. Another tripod save, and he's got this one in the glove for the stoppage.
Boy, that first one there, I thought Kohut was going to get that puck off the rebound there, but not able to get a clean shot on net. It was cleared to the corner there by Blomdahl and the Saints defense, but a great opportunity for the Braves as they've been looking for an opportunity, like you said, off the rebound. They finally almost get one there, but Blomdahl with another great save on the initial shot as Kohut was wide open in front of the net with nobody around him.
Off the draw, this will go back into the neutral zone where Josh Crandall will play it. Up ahead here for Logan Nig. Nig, of course, is back now with the Braves. He missed a large chunk of the season as he was out really since September, but came back in mid-January, and it's good to see him back in the lineup here for the Bradley Braves. This one skids all the way on top of the locker room 6.
I think we're going to call that an Owens Center bounce there. It looked like it just skipped off the ice and crawled up the boards and went all the way up to up above the locker room. I'm not really sure how that works out or what the physics are like there. I'm a sports comm guy. I don't know anything about physics, but that was a weird-looking puck. And either way, it's going to go against Bradley as they were looking to set up in the offensive zone, and now they have to start over.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before, landing on top of that locker room 6 there in the corner. This one right on for Blomdahl again, who will hang on for the stoppage.
I've seen a few pucks land up there, but I've never seen one just skip off the ice, crawl up the boards, jump over, and land on the locker room. So that was one of the more bizarre pucks I've seen.
You see something new here every day at the Owens Center.
Absolutely.
Off the draw, Maryville wins it and fires it back. And up the boards it comes. Nice outlet pass there as a big hit was laid back in the Maryville zone. Turn our ice mic up there, realized it was down, so be able to hear those sounds a little bit better. Here's Tuttle, so fire it down low into the corner. Blomdahl out to play it as it's thrown up the boards. Long pass intercepted by Sam Lucchese. And Lucchese, of course, a freshman, has been really good this year. 5 goals, 14 assists for 19 points. And that is 4th on the team. Having a great freshman campaign is Sam Lucchese. Oh, big hit there in the corner. As that'll get the students going. Back out through center, Andrew Schmidt back for the Braves as he works with Maryville's Christian Issa. Schmidt with it, up the boards, chopped that good keep. How about this bounce right out in front? That one rolls off the tape. Maryville still has it here, holding on to it. Knocked down to the ice there was Berkmeyer as he tries to circle around, intercepted by Trevor Cooney. Here's Cooney into the zone, trying to go through the legs. Atchison with the follow-up, trying a great pad save by Blomdahl as he extended that leg out to kick it out.
Great read there by Etchison, being behind the play, able to pick the puck up that got left behind in the blue line. It was a nice initial play by the Maryville defense, but Etchison in a good position to grab that one. As that all starts there, as Brookmeyer just kind of ran out of space and things to do at the blue line, ends up with the turnover. That's one of the worst places on the ice to turn the puck over.
This one sails off the glass here, right off the draw. Crandall pinching in, down low into the corner, as it's Kyle Tintera with it. Tintera was held off the score sheet against Marquette for only the 5th time this year where he hasn't recorded a point. Into the corner now as he takes a ride up along the wall. Actually, that's Bishop. Here's Bishop with it now back for Crandall. And Crandall going back to the other side. So they'll find their man along the left wing side. Big hit there in the corner. 12:43 to go in this second period of play. No score between these teams. Can't remember the last time Bradley had a scoreless game midway through the game, and referee blowing it dead here.
As a high stick is called, I'm not sure about that one, but a few big hits. There's Pisciano there for Maryville with a big hit there in the corner over by the students. Absorbed another big hit there. He had the initial penalty for Maryville in the first, so Pisciano been involved in a lot of the physical play here in this one. Tall man, big defender there for the Saints.
As they say, a big, tall drink of water.
It's a glass of water.
Whatever you want to say, it works out either way. Right off the draw, penalty called. I don't know who this is going to go against, but Logan Nigg went down, and a high sticking call is called.
High sticking. Looks like it's going to go there against, if I had to guess, obviously Maryville, because they didn't touch the puck, though. It is going to go against Logan Nigg, as I thought it was a little weird timing if it was going to be against Maryville, but he must have gotten him up on the high stick off the face-off.
Well, that referee had his arm up right away, and it looks like on the replay, Nigg's stick got caught kind of in the face mask area, and you saw the Maryville player lunge for the glove, so that is where that happened. So,
yep. And with the official being right on top of it, you're going to get caught for that one every time. A little bit unfortunate is obviously Nigg's just going off the face-off there, getting his stick caught up there, but now Maryville gets a power play opportunity.
Big chance for them, their first one of the game. We'll see what they can do with it here. They work it back to the point. That one just skips out of the zone. Bishop trying to go shorthanded. Here's Seth Bishop now holding on to it with a shorthanded chance. Will still hold on to it here as they'll have to go back out through center, but that's a good job by Seth Bishop to kill some time off here.
Great play by Bishop. Some players might get greedy there and try to take a long shot there, but Bishop with the right idea turns around, gets it back to his defense, and kills off even more time. Great decision by Seth Bishop to help kill off some of this power play.
1:22 to go on that Maryville power plays. They'll look to come up the ice here once again. Into the zone, dished off right across the line. Here's Goulet. Holding on to it is Dylan Goulet. He'll bump it back to the point here. Trying to go to the back door now. Nice tape-to-tape pass, and that one skids off. Looks like the top of the post there. Good chance. Hainbrink back to the point it comes. Wrister. Sule makes the save. Nice job by him.
A couple of simple plays there. Impressed that initial pass off the stick of Hainbrink made it all the way across ice for the back door pass, and then Hainbrink going up top there to Goulet. Goulet takes a long wrist shot, but Sule in a good position swallows that one up easily.
Still no score here as we are getting closer to that halfway mark of this game. A little bit over 11 minutes to go here in period number 2. A reminder that these two teams will be back at it tomorrow night, 6 o'clock here at the Owens Center. So I know you'll be on the call for that one, Beau. Should be a good rematch if this first game is any indication.
Absolutely. Been a very good performance, in particular by Maryville goaltender Blomdahl. He's had a great night for them.
Into the zone, Alex Kohler had it there for a moment. Now back down low. Sule protecting his crease. Trying to go for the redirect in front. Here's Kohler's shot. Nice block there. Couldn't tell who that was, but that's a nice lunging play. Looked like Sam Bryant for the Braves.
Bryant with a great block there and a great second effort. He couldn't initially, but he gets back to his feet, so that puck free, and is able to get it down the ice.
Into the zone here they come, and that one's over the top. Nice shot there off the tape of Sasha Golovko for Maryville. Good looking power play unit here. Redirect in front. Sule kicks it out, and that will pretty much do it for the penalty kill for the Braves. But boy, that was the best looking chances of the game right there, Beau, for Maryville.
Absolutely. Great power play by Maryville. They had a lot of good cycling, but they didn't get a lot of second opportunities there on shots. Bradley's defense did a great job of clearing out any second opportunities.
Up ahead now, this one flipped into the zone. Braves will have to go back to get it. Crandall and Schmidt, the defensive pair out there right now for Bradley. Fumbled there on the clearance attempt. Nice job by Maryville to keep it, and then Sorrentino whacks it out of the zone. Had his glove taken right off his hands. That'll be a penalty, and the Braves will go on the power play.
Two officials immediately put their hands up as Sorrentino's glove came off. That's kind of the penalty you really can't take there for Maryville. No reason to go for the slash, swing that hard there. Sorrentino, glove falling to the ice. Can't imagine he sold it, as that was a pretty hard swing, but big opportunity here for the Braves. They successfully kill off Maryville's power play, and they're going to go on one of their own here, trying to finally break the ice and get one past Blomdahl.
Blomdahl has been terrific tonight. He stopped all 24 for Maryville. Sule has been good too. Hasn't had to make as many, just 7 saves for him. Bryant will dish it across. Napper from the point. Big save by Blomdahl, number 25 on the night for him. Down low. Oh, I could tell he was looking for the lacrosse move right there. Kyle Tantera behind the net. He was thinking about it. I already know it. Now Maryville with it, trying to clear it out of the zone. Cooney intercepts it. Here's Trevor Cooney dishing it back. Snapper scores! Power play goal! Bradley leads it 1-0.
Big opportunity there for the Braves as Berkmeyer with a bad turnover. He had space to dump the puck out. He turned around instead, trying to be creative, and it turns into a total disaster for the Maryville Saints, and the Braves make them pay as a big goal there. Kohut finally breaks the ice on the beautiful wrister top shelf over the glove. Can't ask for a much better shot than that, and Bradley on the board first here, middle of the second period.
Nice goal by Corey Kohut. Power play goal for the Braves. And a nice job by Corey Kohut to break the tie here with 9:30 to go in the first period. A power play goal, and we'll get the scoring summary from PA announcer Mitch Kaminski here in just a moment. Maryville trying to respond here. Down low into the corner, bump back to the point. Trevor Henson in front. Sule was out of position there for a moment, but nothing coming his way. Up through center now. This one goes into the ceiling and out of play.
This is going to be a big sequence here for both teams. Typically when you have a game like this and you've got a team that's shelling a goalie and they can't get one through, that first goal can really open the floodgates. Bradley gets the first goal here, so if they can maybe steal another one here in a couple of minutes, this is the point where they could really burst out and take a big lead in this one for Maryville. They've got to play tight. They have a great sequence there off the faceoff. They're going to need to keep that up and not lose hope here after giving up one.
Off the draw, good hustle here by Kyle Tantera. Takes a man down. Tantera around the outside, had it knocked off his stick. And up the boards it will come for Maryville. Oh, look out, ref took a tumble there. Students liking that one. So Kohut from Cooney is the scoring summary for the Braves. Tantera into the zone now, dishes it off in the slot. Bobbled there for a moment as Maryville will look to play it out of the zone. Played off the tape there of Alex Kohler. Back behind the net. Blomdahl went way out into the corner to track it down. Speared up ahead, and this one will be an icing against Maryville.
Just out of the reach there on the long stretch pass up ahead, as Maryville's forwards have been short on a few of those passes tonight. They've just been out of the reach of these guys, not quite moving quick enough to get to those pucks, and it's led to several situations like this. Bradley now getting another offensive zone faceoff and a chance to add onto the lead as goal scorer Kohut back at center here for the Braves.
Getting a nice little cheer there from the crowd. And they have been doing their part, no question, here tonight at the Owens Center. Now Kohut holding on to it. He takes a check along the wall. Into the corner now is Logan Nig. Big hit along the wall as a couple of players collide here for both teams. Crandall working his way in, but back to get it is Corey Kohut. Kohut has added to his point total with that goal. He's now at 23 on the year. 5 goals, 18 assists for the freshman Corey Kohut. Another one of those freshmen that has been terrific this year for the Braves and is going to have an expanded role next year, of course, with Kyle Tantera gone.
It's great to see with a player like Tintera leaving to have them recovering. We mentioned a couple of guys, Lucas and Kohut as well. Big freshman contributors. That's big to have on a team if you want to build sustained success.
Icing here against the Braves, so back down to their end. Just doing some research before the game, Beau, and just looking at the Maryville coaching staff. Their goalie coach for both the D1 and D2 team, Luke Opilka. Really interesting story, was reading up on him. He was a 5th-round draft pick of the St. Louis Blues in 2015, and he unfortunately had to retire due to injuries at a young age, at only 23, I think. But he got to play with some really cool teammates, including Austin Matthews, Clayton Keller, Charlie McAvoy, Matthew Tkachuk. If you're a hockey fan, you know who those names are, and that was some really interesting to see that you've got a coach on that bench with some NHL experience.
Absolutely, and we mentioned some of the teammates he played with here as Maryville trying to get a chance going, but we mentioned some of those teammates as well, playing with those guys on the IIHF U18 U.S. team that won gold back in 2015. So a lot of success here as here comes Sorrentino.
Sorrentino on the backhand, fought off by Blomdahl. Nice save. He has looked good tonight, just the one goal given up. Now Maryville out through center as they play it on the tape. Nice moves into the zone. Blackburn will let it go to the corner as Trevor Henson plays it up along the wall. Thrown in front, good stick to clear it away. Another chance in front. That one skids wide of the left post there of Soule. Braves have it again here. Etchison with it. Bradley trying to pad their lead here. 6:09 to go in the period. Long shot from Etchison, sails wide. That one had some muscle on it. Back down low into the corner now as Maryville will pick it up. After it is Berkmeyer. Played up through center, and Tintera laying the body there. Giving the fans what they want to see. Outlet pass connects. Here's Bishop. That one just missed the mark. Bishop looking to try and make it 2-0. Chopped up off the boards. Lucas went down, but luckily for him, Brennan Peters right there with him. Peters takes a ride up along the boards. Into the corner as this top line is out there for the Braves. Blackburn with it at the point, deflecting its way to the other side. Shoved down low by Sam Lucas. Bradley with a 27-7 shot advantage here. Blackburn unable to keep it. Interference call right there. That was about as obvious as it gets.
Berkmeyer's had a couple of frustrating moments like that in this game. He's lost the puck a couple of times. He had the turnover on the Bradley goal. And that hit theirs. Here we go. Lucas now battling there against Hainbrink. Peters has some words here for another player there. Some words here after the frankly not particularly clean hit by Berkmeyer. I mean, he didn't have the puck there. And they even had a chance possibly 2-on-1, but Berkmeyer decided to make a physical statement instead, and he's going to spend some time in the box as a result. Not a great penalty there. Really thought they had a chance to go on the attack. Berkmeyer wanted some physical revenge instead.
Yeah, so Berkmeyer goes to the box for interference, and that one was pretty obvious. Good call by the officials there, and doesn't look like we're going to have any extra penalties other than those two. So we stay at 1-0, but a chance for Bradley now on the power play here, where they have already scored once this game.
Key moment here in this game. Bradley's controlled a lot of the offensive play. If they get another power play goal here, things are going to get very difficult for the Saints, as they almost do.
Tuttle out in front again, backhand held onto. And another extra shove there as the students love it. 150 on the power play.
Tuttle there had a couple of good chances in front of the net. Wasn't able to get everything on either of those shots there, in particular the backhander, but good chance he was open in front of the net there for the Braves.
I think I'm going to be staying in the rest of the game, Beau. It's gotten pretty intense here tonight with all the students and the close game that we've had so far.
Intense, and it just helps to see when there's 100 students standing over there.
A chance in front, and Blomdahl again making the stop. Another one of his better saves here tonight.
Things getting intense and loud and hard to see down in this near side quarter we talked about earlier. It's only gotten worse with all these students. I mean, there are a good 50 students right up against the glass here. Braves humming in this power play. 23 seconds in, they've already had 3 shots in this power play. So big opportunity. Braves look good, and Tintera back on the ice now.
Back to the point it goes. Kohut trying to knock it back. Cooney there for the Braves back behind the goal. Cooney trying to dish it off. Nobody home at the back door. And that defenseman came in a pinch, so Brian will chase after it. 1:22 to go on the Bradley power play here. We wind down the time in the second period. Cooney had it knocked off his stick. Got to be careful. Man in front here for Maryville, intercepted by Peters. And now here comes Tintera. Tintera gave it away, trying to get fancy there as it's Hainbrick with it. Into the zone. Sule will slide that stick out and poke it to the corner. Back to the point it goes, and it will come out through center for Dylan Goulet.
Hainbrink has had a great penalty kill as he heads off now for Maryville. He had a great penalty kill. He had the initial steal and nearly created a chance on the first one, and then the second steal there, killing off even more power play time. So a great kill there for Hainbrink.
Tuttle trying to get it here for the Braves, but back into the Maryville zone. Outlet pass misses the mark. Keep in mind, though, that this is not an icing, of course, because Bradley is on the power play.
Well, I mentioned right before that last face-off, Bradley's had a great power play. They've looked disjointed in the last minute or so, but they'll hopefully get one more chance as Nig's going to take a stick with him as he goes down the ice.
Here's Nig trying to throw it for Tuttle in front, bounced off a defender stick. Tuttle takes a ride into the corner. Logan Nig out there to help him out. 30-7 are your shots, but this game is still 1-0 somehow. Kohut took an extra jab. Tuttle right there for the Braves. 4 to go on the power play, so that'll pretty much do it, as the Braves can't convert this time. Good keep by Bishop. Nice moves, and he just lost the handle as he works for it here. Lunging to keep it in, but can't do so. Good effort, though, from the sophomore Seth Bishop. Now Logan Nig into the zone here for the Braves with 3 minutes to go in the second period. Been a good one so far. The icebreaker scored by Corey Kohut here about midway through the period. Maryville back into the zone. Right out in front, Sule fighting it off. Now Sabatino back to the point. Long wrister sails over the top. Sule had the glove extended and ready. Ooh, big hit in the corner there. Up through center now, Nick Sorrentino after it. Back to get it for Maryville is Christian Marion, as he will slow it down. Long outlet pass connects here for the Saints. Into the zone they come. Peters intercepts it. Nice hit by Luke Case, but a penalty coming here against the Braves.
Luke Case going to get the interference there as he carried out that hip check a little too long on that one. As Luke Case had a great initial hip check, but he followed him into the corner, and he's going to get the interference call for that as Golovko gives a little bit of a clapping fit with some of the Braves students over on the other side here as they've even found their way to the other side. Maryville going to get an opportunity to equalize this one here at the end of the second period on Luke Case's penalty.
Big chance here for the Saints. They had a power play, and we talked about how they looked really good on that power play chance, so we'll see what they can do here. Off the draw, they win it back. They've been good on the draw all night. Hainbrink sends it across. Blocked away, chopping away is Schmidt in front, but the Saints hold on. Swung across to the far boards, but this one will go back into the neutral zone. Go ahead.
That was a little weird there. Simoncelli had the puck. It hadn't crossed over the blue line. He willingly took that puck back out there. Bit of a mistake. Going to waste some time here.
Here come the Saints into the zone again. Around the outside, here's Berkmeyer. Hanging on to it. Back to the point. Rister through traffic. That one caught a body and bounces into the corner here. Braves trying to get it out, and they do so. So this will go back for Blomdahl with 1:22 to go on the PK.
Good work by Bradley to limit the chances there and get that puck down the ice all the way. Very important. Both teams have struggled at times getting the puck all the way down the ice on penalty kills. That one very clean for Bradley.
Up ahead now. Here they come back into the zone. Here come the Saints. Dylan Goulet dropping it back. Another try into the glove of Sule, who makes the stoppage.
Simple play there. A lot of space for the Saints there on that entrance attempt. A little too much space there if you're the Braves. Up the far side boards. Easy save there for Sule, though. But now Maryville going to get another chance to take an offensive zone faceoff on the power play, which they've been very good tonight in the faceoff circle, as we've mentioned a couple of times. And that's what's enabled them to set up these good chances on the power play, is winning faceoffs.
They do win another one here, as it's taken right away by them. Here's a chance right through the crease. That was a good-looking chance from Alex Kohler for the Maryville Saints. Back down to their end, as it will go here for Maryville. 45 to go on the power play as they look to even this game up. Here's some room to work with. Sule, the glove save, big rebound, and Sule fights it off once again. Nice job by him, and this one will be cleared down for Blomdahl with 1 minute to go in the period now.
Maryville taking advantage there on that last chance of a little bit of an odd man situation as Kohut skated all the way down the ice to try and cut the puck off, but it ended up costing the Braves a defender there.
Maryville again into the offensive zone. 20 to go on their power play. Back behind the net now as Sule gets ready to read it. Here's a chance thrown in front. Kicked away by Sule. Follow-up try right through the crease. And a defender, looked like Bryant maybe for the Braves, might have just saved the day. Another try in front, and that one's cleared up and out of the zone by the Braves.
Up and over the ceiling. So it'll be Braves with 2 seconds left still on the penalty kill. They've pretty much got it taken care of, but Maryville will at least get another chance here at the end of the period as they've almost doubled their shot total on this power play. They were at 7. They're up at 11 now. Big opportunities here for Maryville as they haven't been able to find the net. Sule's made a few good saves here.
He has indeed. Blackburn takes it right off the draw here, banked up ahead. So they get a fresh unit out on the ice. Here's Bishop playing it off. Here's Cooney. Nice move by Trevor Cooney. Shoots, save by Blomdahl. That was a good-looking chance there.
Cooney with a lot of space. Great stick handle there at the blue line, creating a lot of space and a great chance. Another great save there, though, by goaltender Blomdahl. Is giving up a goal here in the last 20 seconds of the second period. Has to feel like the worst-case scenario for the Maryville Saints. I mean, you've kept it close all game, getting outshot on the scoreboard. You don't want to give up one here at the very end. That's just demoralizing, but a big save there by Blomdahl.
So here we go off the draw. Quick shot. They score! How about that? It's 2-0 Braves.
Etchison's long wrist shot, clearly a seeing eye wrist shot. Braves finally win a face-off, setting that up, and I don't think Blomdahl ever saw that one coming, and the worst-case scenario for Maryville plays out, and the Braves get the 2-goal lead. They've been working so hard in this one with so many opportunities in this one, and that's the shot that gets through. That's huge for the Braves. Etchison with the long wrister, seeing eye shot. With 7 seconds left, the Braves now double their lead.
I believe that's a 1 on the scoreboard, actually. 1.1, I think. We'll see here in a minute, but oh, you're right, that is with 7 seconds. Can never read this Owens Center clock.
Absolutely not, but big for the Braves there, getting the goal at the end of the second period as time expires. Etchison with the big goal for the Braves. Cam Etchison nodding his 10th of the year. He's in the double-digit column, and it couldn't have come at a better time for the Braves.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, they dominated that period. Well, they've been dominating the whole game from start to finish, really. But that goal is a huge one. And now, if you're the Maryville coaching staff, what are you telling your players? You fought hard through the first period, got it scoreless, and now that's a dagger goal that you give up late here in the second.
Maryville's clearly been relying on a little bit of the counterattack, a little bit of the trap tonight. They play very deep in their defensive zone, and they look for chances to go out the other way. In this third period, if they're worried about not being as fast as Bradley, they're going to have to throw that out the window because they're down 2-0. They're going to have to press now, which might lead to more opportunities for the Braves in the third to add on to their lead.
So that will do it for our second period coverage. I'm waiting to see if Mitch Kaminski is ready. And if Mitch Kaminski can get ready down there, we will go down to him at ice level in just a few moments. We'll make sure he gets the mic all situated here.
As we can see there next to the bench, it looks like Coach Hamilton's talking to some of the officials, so we might have a delay for that. But here comes Mitch. Should be coming out here momentarily and give us a second period report.
All right, Mitch Kaminski is standing down at ice level. Mitch, a really good period for the Braves. They get 2 goals. What were your thoughts on that period of play?
Well, it was only a matter of time. They've been dominating the time of possession and the shots on goal, so it was a while before they broke the seal, and there was a big goal at the end of the period, too, to carry some momentum with them into the third.
All right, thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Mitch. And 33-11, those shots dominated by Bradley, so they're doing everything right. It's just a matter of now you got to put this one away here as we go into the third.
Absolutely. They finally broke through Hampus Blomdahl, which they've struggled with tonight, but now they've got 2 on him, and now you forcing Maryville in the third period to really press could lead to some opportunities for the Braves if Maryville can't strike early.
All right, we'll take our second intermission here at the Owens Center as the Braves have a 2-0 lead over the Maryville Saints. Alongside Mitch Kaminski and Beau Woodcock, I'm Matt Harrington. We'll be back for period 3. Welcome back to the Owens Center here in Peoria, Illinois, as we are soothed to some John Denver as we get ready for the third period.
Interesting song choices. Both teams are coming out, but you know what? To each their own.
That tends to be a tradition here. It's a new tradition. They like to play that right before the start of the third period. So it has been done before, but it's new. So
to each their own.
Bradley with a 2-0 lead here as we begin the third. Goals by Corey Kohut and Cam Etchison. The Etchison goal came with less than 8 seconds to go in the second period, and that was a big one. Got that insurance goal for the Braves, and they are in the driver's seat here as we begin this third period of play. Peters with a quick shot right away, steered away by the goaltender Hampus Blomdahl, who, even though he's down 2-0, he has been terrific tonight. 32 saves so far already for him.
Certainly can't fault Blomdahl tonight for Maryville's struggles. They just haven't had a lot of offense going, and they've struggled to get the puck out of their own defensive zone at times. So Blomdahl has been great in net for the Maryville Saints.
Now here's Blackburn as this one will go down low into the corner. Sorrentino now hustling after it for the Braves. And Maryville will pick it up. Right along the wall, Logan Nigg trying to grab it. Corey Kohut in there as well. And that one delayed offside looked like there for a moment. Maybe not. Nick Sorrentino picks it up. Here's Logan Nigg into the zone. Logan Nigg on the backhand fired wide. And that one off the stick of a Maryville defender. Braves keep the zone. Trying to go across there as it's deflected back up to Crandall and into the corner. Along the wall as Sorrentino picks it up now. Sorrentino in front. Here's a chance for Kohut. Pat save, rebound, follow-up try there, and that one's called a penalty by the referee. Let's see what we get here.
It's going to be, I believe, on Maryville as a cross-check there as this player dumped Bradley player there into Blomdahl there, so that's going to go against the Maryville Saints, and Bradley going to get another power play opportunity here. Already up to trying to make it happen and get the 3-goal lead and really push this one out in front.
So we've got the winners for the Greek night for the fraternities. Of course, the house that gets the most members at the game gets a $100 donation to a philanthropy of their choice. And for the fraternities, it's Delta Upsilon, and I believe I heard Sigma Kappa for the sororities. So for those at home wondering about that, those are your winners for Greek Night 2020.
Makes a lot of sense. DU's got a lot of guys on the team there, so they've got a big crowd out. They usually have a big crowd at every Bradley game, so not at all surprised to see that. Sigma Kappa as well usually turns out big for Bradley hockey, so congratulations to them and those donations to their philanthropies.
Braves have it here now as it's Sam Bryant. Bryant goes hard into the boards. That was a big hit, and Tintera didn't like that one, as Kohut will go back and chase it here for the Braves.
And we got word on the power play there. It's to Sam Piciano there for Maryville. That's his second penalty of the night. He's a very physical player, big body there, but committing a couple of bad power plays or bad penalties at bad times. Bradley getting another chance there as though they're rebuffed there in the neutral zone as that wasn't a very clear entry for the Braves.
They'll have it here in their own end. 35-11 the shots here for Bradley. Here's Lucas into the zone. Lucas right off in front for Logan Nigg. Off the tape there. Will be played to the wall by the Braves. Chopped up out of the zone for a moment, or kept in rather. Here's Bishop dropping it back. Lucas winds it up off the body. Big rebound in front of the net there. The man got shoved down. Now Seth Bishop with it for the Braves. Working here on the power play. Up to the boards. Kept in by Seth Bishop. Still steer it down low for Logan Nigg, who plays it off the wall. Right out in front, trying to go to Etchison again. Follow-up try, just missed the mark by David Tuttle. Now Lucas shoots that one towards the goal, blocked away. Etchison in the corner, out front for Tuttle again, and once again it's stopped and held onto by Hampus Blomdahl.
Too much space there for the Braves there for if you're Maryville killing off the penalty there. A couple of great opportunities on long shots, and it was always a Braves player first to that puck in front of the net. They just weren't able to elevate and get that puck past Blomdahl, but great work by the Braves, setting up those shots from the point and getting their forwards, crashing the net, and creating traffic and havoc for the Saints.
Etchison trying to wind it up there. Referee goes down. Etchison around the outside now for the Braves. Gave it away to the Saints. They will come out through center. And Schmidt tracking it down for Bradley at center. Taken right in by Maryville, or into their defensive zone, as that's looked like Hainbrick for the Saints. Chopped out here by Bradley as they will play it right at the line. That's going to be an offsides call. So we get a stoppage.
Very interesting offsides call, as it looked like everybody had cleared out for Bradley, but the linesman there disagreeing there, and it's going to be against the Braves, so they'll have to reset once more in the neutral zone. But once again, similar story to the first two periods. It's all Bradley here, as they've gotten all 7 shots in this period.
For those Peoria hockey fans out there, Peoria Mustangs are in action at the Cooley Region Chill tonight in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Mustangs with a 1-0 lead after 2 periods, so that's good to see.
Big game for the Mustangs. They've struggled against beating those teams all year, so good to see them with the lead early there.
Up to the point, steered away by Blomdahl in front. Here's Bishop, fires it wide. That one had some juice on it. Into the corner, and Bishop will chop at it here. Kept in by Crandall, working his way with it. Braves on the backhand, trying to force their way back in towards the goal mouth area, but cleared out of there by the Saints. Mustangs will be back here next weekend, hosting the Milwaukee Power. And of course, the Bradley Braves will be in Springfield for the MACHA tournament, and we'll have live coverage of a majority of those games as well. So it's going to be a very, very busy weekend for both of these Peoria teams.
Absolutely busy weekend here. And I did get word as well in the Peoria Mustangs game, Dylan Bentley actually got in a fight there with a Cooley Region Chill player, and I believe he's been tossed for the game.
Oh my.
So that should be an interesting scenario. We'll see if Bentley's back next weekend. But yes, Macha tournament coming up for the Braves as that one just goes wide off the stick of Peters.
Good-looking shot there from Peters, but that one hops off his stick. Here comes Hainbrick. Shoots. Nice save by Sule as he gets an extra little snow shower there.
Hainbrink there didn't even really look to make that pass over. I thought potentially he had an opportunity to pass to McLean, breaking with them to the front of the net. Bradley defenseman didn't play the passing lane as much there. And as we see here on the replay, you got to see McLean cutting up through the middle of the ice as the Bradley defender just sinks, but Hainbrink just kind of takes the wrist shot, and it's swallowed up easily by Sule.
Sule has been good tonight, stopped all 12 shots that he's faced here so far. Braves looking to play it out. Blackburn up ahead in the wickets as he'll fire it into the corner. After it now are the Saints as they play it up on the boards. Sabatino after it. And this one will be a delayed offsides here against the Saints.
Good work there by Blackburn at the blue line. He chopped that puck up as the Issa was trying to come in for Maryville, and it forced him to be offsides. But you mentioned Sule, and you look at a guy who's made 12 saves, and you're like, oh, well, he hasn't do too much tonight. Some of those biggest saves were on a couple of breakaway chances Maryville had in the first period when the Braves couldn't find the back of the net. Sule made some big saves to keep the game scoreless on a couple of great breakaway chances that made a huge difference in that first period.
Yeah, certainly his efforts have not gone unnoticed here tonight. As now it's played up along the boards. Saints trying to work it out. That's Joey Sabatino. And now they'll come out through the neutral zone. An odd man rush into the zone. Off a body. Kohut will go back and play it now for the Braves. He's got one of the 2 goals along with Cam Etchison. Come the Braves into the zone. Sorrentino shoots. Nice save by Blomdahl. Had to extend that blocker to make that stop. Lost in the wickets, and now to the point where it's kept in by the Braves, but into the netting and out of play.
Sorrentino with a lot of space there for that shot as Maryville had been going off for a change. A lot of guys on the wrong side of the ice. Sorrentino with a good wrist shot. Blomdahl barely got a piece of that one as that one looked destined to maybe go post in, but it was a great kick by Blomdahl to at least get a piece there.
Off the draw, Braves win it again. Big towering slapper goes into the glove there.
Blomdahl kind of had to awkwardly grab that as he was coming up out of his stance, had to awkwardly swallow it with his shoulder, but he holds on to that puck. He's been very good with the rebound control, really only like 1 or 2 rebounds given up throughout the night, so he's been very good at that.
Back behind the net now and up the boards, chopped up to the line. Andrew Schmidt mishandles it, so it's played out by Berkmeyer. Takes a big hit there from Sam Bryant. Berkmeyer now up ahead, nice pass on that left side, sticked away by Blomdahl and a big rebound. Got to be careful that your defender doesn't put it in your own net. Well, back down low as Blomdahl will let it go. Played up the boards by Sam Mattis for Maryville. Chopped that here as Cooney comes in to help out. Nice move there by Cooney. Lost the handle, though, as it goes into the corner. Out of the Bradley zone, Brooks Blackburn will be back to track it down here for the Braves. And too many men coming up here on Maryville, it looks like, Beau.
Looks like we're going to get – it was either – no, it looks like they're going to have matching penalties either way, as there was some jawing and some jousting there at the Maryville bench as they were going off for a change. So Etchison's going to go into the box for the Braves, and
we'll go with
Berkmeyer.
unsportsmanlike conduct for both then. They both go up, too. Yeah, both go up.
So unsportsmanlike conduct, as you heard from our inside cutting-edge technology that we've got that ice mic down there.
Yep, the unsportsmanlike conduct. You can see some extra discussion, friendly discussion, air quotes, along the bench here. So that's going to go against both of them. And they did also tell the folks down in the booth to put 2 minutes up for each team. So we will have 4-on-4 hockey here for 13:28. And you got to think this favors Bradley, a team that's got some more speed on their ice. They might be able to find some extra passing lanes here.
So 2 minutes of 4-on-4, and then we'll go back to 5-on-5. Usually they just let those go and say you'll come out after 2 minutes in the box and we'll keep it 5-on-5 on the ice, but instead we'll play here 4-on-4. Skid it away to the corner, and off to play it is Hainbrink. Now Hainbrink with it as he will play it up the boards and through center now. Tintera trying to pick it off, and here is Kyle Tintera. He's got a man with him as well. Thrown towards the crease, but not close there on the opportunity from Kyle Tintera. Blackburn will go back and play it here for the Braves. Bad giveaway. So that one goes right to Connor Gent. Gent slides it across, trying to find Goulet. And Sule able to steer it away with the stick. Maryville here trying to go and regroup out through center as they go all the way back into their own end here.
Yeah, not a great sequence there for Bradley as Tintera came up the ice off the steal and kind of threw that puck to the front of the net. Peters was there, but it wasn't really a high percentage chance now, but a 3-on-2 back.
Bryant with the shot up in the air, big rebound, goes to the corner as Logan Nig is right in the center of it all there for the Braves. They pick it up. This one's floated over the top and into the corner now, worked back to the point for Bryant. He'll swing it back. Braves trying to strike, pad save Blomdahl. That's that big juicy rebound that's cleared out, and the pass intended for, it looked like Hainbrink just a little bit out of his reach, so we'll be back up ahead for Bradley.
He's at the end of the shift as well, was Hainbrink, so he didn't have much energy left to go down the ice.
Here's Sam Lucchese dancing his way into the zone, dishes it off, filtered right back in. Right there at the wall was Logan Nig, but Maryville will go back and play it here. Sam Mattis for the Braves, or rather for the Maryville Saints. Up ahead now, backhanded up off the boards. Mattis playing it right there for Maryville. Also in there looks like Alex Kohler for the Saints.
Both teams back at full strength now as the unsportsmanlike penalties expire. Here comes Bishop.
Bishop slowing it down here along the wall, trying to go for Crandall. Thrown towards the goal mouth, but off the skate of a Maryville defender and up the boards. Tintera was right there as well. Bishop trying to circle it around, and it will come out to the zone as Josh Crandall hesitates and moves it back for Andrew Schmidt. Peters will let this one go into the corner, and the Saints will look to outlet the pass here. Intercepted by Tintera, fanned on that shot attempt. You got a Maryville player way up ahead, so he'll have to get onside. Here they come into the zone now. Hainbrink's shot deflects its way into the corner. Andrew Schmidt backhands this one up off the Bradley bench and down the ice.
Hainbrink's going to be going to the box here for Maryville. They had an absolute late hit down at the other end of the ice with a cross-check. Roughing call is going to be coming here against Hainbrink, but that's not a good hit at all. Hainbrink has some extra
furious. I think he's done. That's it, I think, for Hainbrink. He's done. He's going to get tossed from the game. Yep, yeah. He is.
And after seeing the initial hit and then the
And misconduct. Hey, so we got a mistake on icing there.
Let them talk things over here in private, but he was furious.
Yeah, I agree with the call there. It was well after the play. Puck was way gone. It went up with the cross-check, smashed him straight into the boards.
So 2 and a 10.
So technically, he should be back on the ice. So it'll be 25 seconds left when he's done. But
I doubt we'll see him.
I doubt we'll see him. But I agree with the misconduct there. Absolutely. I watched that play go down a little bit more after the puck had gone away. I mean, the puck was halfway down the ice. Hainbrink with the cross check to the back of the head pushed him directly into the boards. Absolutely, I think the right call there by the official. That's just kind of an unnecessary hit and a very dangerous one as well, putting somebody into the boards face first in that position on the ice. Just absolutely unnecessary there. So I think officials get it right here.
Well, and the problem is you would have had the 2 minute. Okay, fine, you get it done with, you get back out on the ice. But now since you decided to talk back to the ref, you're done for the night, and that's a big blow for that defense here for Maryville.
Absolutely, and I'm not exactly sure what the discussion after the fact comes from. I mean, pretty clean penalty. I don't know if it was, maybe he was complaining, maybe the hit initially got him the 2 and the 10. Or whatever the case was, adding on discussion, unfriendly discussion with the officials certainly didn't help. Some of the Maryville players seem frustrated, but I really do think that's a good call by the official. You just can't commit a hit like that. And frustrating night here for Maryville, as we've seen. They haven't had a lot of offensive opportunities. Blomdahl's played well in that, but just some of the frustration that they've had kind of boiling over here for Hainbrink.
So we shall see what we get on this Bradley power play, but yeah, you mentioned the frustration starting to boil over. They were really, I mean, they're still in this game. They get a couple bounces here and there, and we could be tied, but it's just a matter of you couldn't get that first goal, and that's kind of been the story of the game, as they've been playing from behind for quite a while now.
Yep, absolutely. Even when the score was 0-0, it still felt like a team playing from behind. They just weren't getting to as many pucks. We mentioned Sule making a couple of great saves in the first period, and that all adds up to this point where Maryville hasn't been able to get a lot of offense or find the back of the net. If they find an early goal, maybe this game ends up way differently. But they were never able to beat Sule early on, and it's kind of led to a situation where Bradley has struggled to score, but they've done enough, and they seem to have a lock on this game at this point. 10 minutes left is obviously a lot of time, but Maryville's going to need to make some changes here.
Oh, here's almost a chance for the Saints. That was a good-looking play there for a moment. That was Golovko, who was waiting for it, had it just tied up between the wickets of a Bradley player. And already a minute or so gone on this power play. Here they come into the zone. Nice move, and that one just hops off the tape of Etchison, trying to go there for David Tuttle. Now Nig with it along the boards for the Braves. Hopped up out of the zone, and it'll be traced down here by Seth Bishop.
Golovko there, you mentioned him nearly getting a chance at the Bradley blue line, nearly stole one from Nig. Another great play there. So you may not have caught it, but he got a piece of that pass with the stick and chipped it out of the zone.
Come the Braves into the zone. Slow down move by Tintera. And Bradley will go back and play here. Hard to believe Tintera doesn't have a goal so far tonight. Been held off the score sheet so far. Kohut in front looking for the Cooney redirect. Goes up off the glass. Braves in there as well. Brennan Peters gets railed there. Goes hard into the boards. Trevor Cooney also in there for the Braves. Chopped at the line, and Peters goes down to the ice again here as he takes an extra shove. Bradley takes a hold of it now. Here's Tintera, shoots, that one misses. Follow-up
and
try.
We've got a huge scrum here on the Maryville bench. It's going to be another penalty as 16 there, Birkenmeyer threw some fists at the end as it looks like it's just going to be a cross-check as his stick got tied up there by Edgison and he couldn't get free. More frustration there boiling over as he threw down the cross-check. So it is going to be 2-minute cross-check here, and possibly more as Birkenmeyer's going the wrong way.
Yeah, he's done.
It looks like he's done as well. It looked like I thought they were just calling a 2-minute cross-check, but the official decided to give him more, and I can understand that as well, as it was a cross-check with a little bit of fist involved there as well. So that's two Maryville players who have been sent home early. Early shower there for a couple of Maryville players now is Birkenmeyer.
You've got to learn to control your emotions, though, Beau, at this
Absolutely.
point of the game.
Especially in a close game. We talked about they haven't had a ton of offense, but it's only 2-0, less than 10 minutes to go. You're still got a chance at this game, but now two of your better players get sent off for the night. Now you're killing off a 5-on-3. Just a frustrating sequence for the Saints.
Kohut now across, brief 5-on-3, down low to the front. Tintera, pad save, rebound, they score! Jammed in front, and the Braves strike on the 5-on-3. It's 3-0.
And I don't know if anybody in front of the net there for the Braves got a piece of that, or if Tintera put it in himself. You mentioned Tintera not having his goal. There he is. And that's what happens in a 5-on-3 power play. There's so much time and space for the Braves. They win the draw. A couple of brilliant passes in front of the net, and Tintera beats Blomdahl for the third one, and Braves taking full control of this one with 8:26 to go, and they scored so fast they're going to get another minute 50 of power play time. So that's huge. They're going to stay on the power play and maybe tack on even more.
So big chance now for the Braves as they, again, you mentioned that extra added penalty time, so 1:46 of it to go here. Crowd giving Blomdahl some pressure.
Friendly words of encouragement.
That's the words I was looking for. Friendly words of encouragement. It is Tintera on the goal. Kohut getting an assist as well, so he's got 1 goal and 1 assist, having a nice little night. Lucchese across, shot by Etchison, held on to for the whistle.
Yeah, big night for Corey Kohut. Goal and an assist. He's obviously got, as of right now, what would stand as the game winner, so big one for him. 6th goal of the year on that one and the assist as well, so it's been a terrific night for Corey Kohut. And a lot of the other Braves, Tintera gets the goal there, but I've been very impressed with this game with the rest of the Braves. They've really pitched in offensively in a big way and generated a lot of chances. Kohut with a big night for the Braves.
Bishop across now and going with it for Etchison. Etchison back for Bishop and now across. Held on to along the wall. Nice moves down low now. Braves go across for Etchison as it's worked in front. Etchison right there, trying to go to the backhand for David Tuttle. Now Lucchese pinching in, keeps it in the zone for the Braves, back behind the net. Nice moves, backhander over the top as it's played by Etchison on the right wing side. Here's Etchison, swings it across, big windup, and Blomdahl makes the stop.
Bradley very clean on this 5-on-4 power play as well. They've controlled the puck in the offensive zone almost the whole time. They've really reversed the face-off discrepancy that we saw in the first couple of periods. They've been much better at the third period, and it's let them set up these constant cycles. Maryville has not cleared the puck out yet in this 5-on-3 or 5-on-4 period, and it's been all Braves as they've controlled a lot. Great keep in there as well. Now Maryville trying to clear it out. It is just going to get past the neutral zone as Kohut can't keep it in. Second effort's going to get it in, and it's going to be on sides there as Kohut trying to get it back to Bryant. Bryant now at the blue line. Kohut's got it in the half boards, harassed by a couple. Tintera spins it to the front of the net. Cut off nicely, though, and Maryville will get the puck cleared out.
You're practicing for tomorrow, Beau, with your play-by-play, filling in as I try and figure out what our 3 stars of the game are going to be, so thank you for helping out.
Yeah, no problem. I think I can figure out one of those, probably Corey Kohut. Probably looking at one of those stars. He's been great tonight for the Braves. As that one's going to go against, no, it is going to be no icing there.
Now Peters with it for Bradley. Back along the wall as it will go behind the net as the Saints will take a hold of it. There's Issa, and somebody got tripped up, and that's going to be an obvious penalty against the Saints.
Blomdahl there took out Nig with the stick.
Let's see if we can catch this one on replay here.
That was a very weird play.
Watching this one again. Oh,
yeah, Blomdahl. It looks to me like Blomdahl just swings his arm around and catches
that was
Nig
pretty
in the
intentional.
Face.
Let's be real here.
That didn't look like an accident.
He's got an interference.
Blomdahl gave a what? What did I? And now, wait a minute. Now Nig is in the box for the Braves.
My question is why was Blomdahl was looking at the net, but you can see on the replay here that he extends his arms out because he knows Logan Nig is coming. And I think Nig's probably getting an embellishment would be my guess.
I think that's what makes sense to me because we can hear on the ice mic there somebody serving a penalty for the goaltender, which would obviously be Blomdahl in this situation. And Nig getting a little bit of an embellishment, which I kind of understand when you take this, you go to the ice like that, you take the whole stick with him. It looks a little weird. So penalty to Blomdahl on the interference and a penalty to Nig for selling it a little bit. Although I don't think he really needed to sell it there, whether he sold it or went down. Refs see it as a selling there. So it'll be 4-on-4 once again for another 2 minutes.
So we'll see what the Braves can do here, but we'll get the official announcement in just a second. I'm interested to see what the official saw there. Braves have it behind the net. So interference on Nig, high sticking on Blomdahl. That's interesting.
Might have been something there instead of the embellishment. Maybe where Nig was skating on the ice as he got pretty close to the crease there. I think he may have gone into that crease area, and maybe that's what they ruled there is Blomdahl with the high stick, but Nig being in that area as well, going to draw the interference as well. So that may have been less of an embellishment, more of a Nigs in the wrong area of the ice. Obviously can't be inside that blue paint.
So now the Saints try and play it up here across the zone. Josh Crandall back to get it for Maryville. Down low into the corner, Saints trying to play it out front. Right there was Kyle Tintera, and here we go. Kyle Tintera with a 2-on-1. Here's Tintera, shoots, and that one sticked away. Thought that went off the post, but it's off the goalie stick there of Hampus Blomdahl.
Blomdahl just getting enough of a piece of that, but Tintera with a lot of free space there as Maryville, they're finally trying to pinch and create some pressure on the attacking end, but it leaves the defenseman out of position, and Tintera has a free ride basically from one end of the ice to the other without any challenge. Great save, though, by Blomdahl.
Off the draw, Saints trying to play it here, and down low into the corner for Seth Bishop. Bishop working here, moves it back to the point as the Braves try and strike. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt shoots right into the midsection of Blomdahl, who had no issue there.
No screen there in front of the net as Kohut had gone off to the side of the net, so Blomdahl sees that one all the way through and swallows it up. We've got exactly 5 minutes left in this one. Another 54 seconds of 4-on-4 time, but the Braves looking to close out, win 16 on the year.
Into the corner now as the Braves have it. Kohut out there on the ice, already got a goal and an assist as he takes a big shove there. Falls to the ice, teammate helps him out. Back to the point, Schmidt dishes off. Here's Seth Bishop. Bishop will fling it around to the other side. And Kohut looked like he was going to come off for a change, and now will. Seth Bishop, that lone man out there trying to work in the offensive zone. Intercepted, chipped up into the corner by Corey Kohut as Seth Bishop will track it down. Along the wall, Bishop takes a big hit. Andrew Schmidt in there, and Bishop will come off the ice. Been out there for quite a while now. 10 seconds to go of 4-on-4, and we'll go back to 5-on-5 here. 4:07 though to go here in this third period. Bradley maintaining a 3-0 lead. Now up ahead. That one goes for the Braves as they force it into the zone. Sorrentino trying to play it there. Up along the wall now, the Saints will attempt to play it. Down low into the corner here as it's gathered by Golovko for the Saints. Of course, native of Kiev, Ukraine. As we've mentioned earlier, one of 4 international players on the team, and that puck was loose, but blown dead by the officials, so we get a stoppage.
Classic Owens Center bounce off the stanchions. It was going around the boards behind the net, and it just kicked off a stanchion, rolled straight to the front of the net, but Blomdahl aware there, able to make the cover with 3:36 to go here in the third.
So, again, a reminder that these teams will go at it again tomorrow, and that one will be at 6 p.m., and a little bit of a later start because the Mustangs are not in town this weekend. So Bradley getting a primetime slot tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. He will have it right here on our YouTube channel tomorrow. There's a chance steered away by Sule as he makes his 13th stop of the night. Got to think Sule will be in the running for the 3 stars of the game here as well.
Absolutely. We talked about some of the big saves he made in the first period in particular, keeping this a scoreless game when Bradley couldn't solve Blomdahl. Sule made great saves as well there. So with 3 minutes to go, absolutely in agreement with you there for Sule.
Around the boards now, Blackbird playing it up through center. Off a body and taken a hold of now by Peters, who gets tripped up and penalty called. I didn't see that ref there at the back end, but tripping call against the Saints.
Yep, I was wondering that too. I saw an official at one end of the ice and he didn't put his hand up, but I was like looking at the other official. Finally, you found him there, Cochner. Going to give another tripping penalty to Maryville. Is Bradley going to get a chance to add on to this lead and finally super solidify this game here at the end, as they've had a lead since the second period there with that go-ahead goal early by Kohut in that second period. And it's been all Braves tonight, really. Score 3-0, but it doesn't tell the whole story. Shots now with that one 50-13 in favor of the Braves. So they've really outshot and dominated the play tonight, but Blomdahl kept the Maryville Saints in this game for a very long time.
Bradley with it now as they hold on to it. Off the boards for Corey Kohut. Down low for Tintera. Here is Tintera working his way in. Left it back for Kohut. Here's Kohut, and he shot it over the top. Just a little bit too high on that chance for Corey Kohut. Now Tintera down low, trying to find his man. Caught again. Pad saved by Blomdahl. Back to the point. Here's Bryant. Dishes over on the left side. And up in the air. Goes right to Kohut. C hangs on to it. In the slot. Here's the shot by Peters. Sticked away by Blomdahl. But boy, Corey Kohut has been getting all sorts of chances here.
Kohut having a terrific game tonight, getting chance after chance. He's got the game winner as it stands right now. The assist on Tintera's goal and several chances there. But that power play really, again, speaking to Maryville, their forwards sink too deep. You've got two guys up top for Bradley, three guys at the up top who have way too much space as Maryville's forwards tend to sink really low in the zone. It's created a lot of these great chances for the Braves.
Now Logan Nigg back behind the net here for the Braves with 1:05 to go on their power play. Back to Bishop at the point, loads it up, glove saved by Blomdahl. Rebound cleared out of the zone and back down towards Sule.
I mean, we even see it there. You can see there for Maryville, Sabatino's down below the faceoff dot chasing the puck, and that's just not good form on a penalty kill. Gives way too much space to the guys on the point for the Braves.
Tuttle trying to go back here. Now Crandall will hang on to it down low into the corner. Braves work it back up to the line as Bishop fans on it. Still has it though. Etchison shoots, and they score! Cam Etchison with his second of the game. 4-0 Bradley leads it here late in the third.
And that's one late in the game. You've been shelled all night. That's one you kind of wish you had back if you were Blomdahl there. As he saw that puck all the way through, but it was a good low wrist shot by Etchison, getting his second of the night. Bradley puts this one on ice, 4-0, their second power play goal of the night. Braves taking care of business, not lighting up the scoreboard like you thought they could have, but Bradley clean on defense, couple of power play goals. They scored on great opportunities. The Braves are going to get win number 16 tonight with 1:16 to go and a 4-0 lead. Cam Etchison with his second. Braves with a complete team win here this evening.
Now, I don't know the 3 stars. That's up to Mitch Kaminski down at ice level. But if I had to guess, I'm going to go Sule 3. I'm going to go Corey Kohut at 2 and Cam Etchison at number 1. That's my guess here tonight.
I'd be willing to give Kohut the 1 because he got the game-winning goal, but obviously Etchison with 2 goals. You could see that going either way as we're down to exactly 1 minute left in the third period. Braves obviously looking for some momentum going into the playoffs next weekend, winning 5 out of 6, hoping to make it 6 out of 7 tomorrow. This is exactly how you want to end your regular season going into the playoffs. Braves with a big win tonight, looking to build some momentum going into next weekend.
Indeed, it will. This is, of course, their last chance to improve their seeding. Right now, looking at really either the 3 or 4 spot in the gold division for the MACHA playoffs. And, of course, the winner will automatically clinch a spot in the regional tournament in Michigan at the end of February. And, of course, if you get through that, then you go to Nationals in Texas. Don't want to start thinking of that already, but you know, you put out this kind of effort tonight, and you never know where this season can take you.
Absolutely. Complete team effort, defense, offense. Sule not making a ton of saves, but making, like we said, a lot of great ones when he needed to. So Sule with a good performance in that tonight. Really a complete team win. A lot of Braves not named Kyle Tintera pitching in a big way. Tintera has the 1 goal, but you guys get guys like Etchison with a pair and Kohut with a goal and an assist. Big for some of those guys to step up and perform.
That'll do it. Bradley wins it here tonight 4-0 over the Maryville Saints in the opener of this 2-game weekend set. They put up 54 shots on goal compared to the 13 of Maryville. And the Braves get it done here tonight. A little bit slower than we thought it would be, but they get it done here tonight.
Certainly no lack of shots here in this one for the Braves. Had a ton of offense, just had trouble in the first and early in the second periods beating Blomdahl, but once they did, they really took over. They got the 1 goal on Kohut's beautiful shot. Floodgates don't open quite the same way, but they end up tacking on 3 more, a 4-0 win. But really, after that first goal for the Braves, the game never felt that close. Maryville not able to generate a lot of offense in the second and third periods. Don't know if they were down on the defensive end or what exactly happened, but Maryville's got to figure out a way to get some offense tomorrow in the rematch.
Well, it doesn't help either that you had 2 of your top players ejected in that third period, not because of plays they made on the ice, but it sounds like, at least from the initial report, that it was stuff that they said to the referees.
And that's something you've got to control. The penalties and the things is one thing, but then to have something like that where it's the extra jawing with the officials, that's the kind of emotion you've got to control. In situations where it's 2-0 with 10 minutes left, as the Bradley players quite excited with a huge student crowd tonight, turning out big for the Braves as they conclude their season. But for Maryville, you've got to be more careful with some things on the emotion side of it. Obviously, 2-goal game with 10 minutes left. You're still in it. Taking those penalties to some of your better players and getting ejected really, really hamstrung their efforts in the third period.
Sule with the third star of the game. I'm 1 for 1 so far.
You
2
were
for 2.
You're right on
Corey
Kohut. You're right on Kohut.
How about that? I nailed it.
Nailed it. 3 for 3. I thought maybe it'd be flip the 1 and 2, but you got it right there. Etchison's goal there on the power play making the big difference.
So Etchison with 2 goals, and if I'm not mistaken, that's the first time this year that he is the first star of the game. And we'll see. Sule looks like he's coming over to talk with Mitch Kaminski, so we'll see what we can get here in a minute. But I know Sule, he wants to be interviewed. I can already tell.
Oh, yeah. He's wanted to be interviewed from the second the game ended. He skated over to the ice. He's like, nah, it's me. So.
All right, well, he's not the first star, but we're going to have Joshua Sule standing by with Mitch Kaminski. Guys?
Hi, guys. I'm here with tonight's third star, Joshua Sule. Kind of a light workload tonight, but you came up with some big saves on the breakaways there. What was the key to success for you tonight?
I just had to stay focused in net. I had to keep track of what was going on in the entire sheet. I couldn't get in my own head. I really had to focus on every shot, which is it's different from faster games.
Now, with a light workload like that, what's your process for keeping focused in the game and making sure you're staying put so you're not caught off guard?
Like I said, just really focus on every puck, even if it's down in the other end. Actually, Coach Hamilton gave me a quick trick. I do what you guys do up there. I actually commentate the games in my head. I pretend I'm Patrick Waugh.
There you go. All right, finally, big 2 points tonight. Another 2 potential points tomorrow heading into the playoffs. So how are you guys going to continue this momentum heading into tomorrow?
We're going to have to remain a shooting team. We have to think we're all goal scorers rather than passers. We just got to be snipers out there, you know what I'm saying? We got to get pucks deep and just outwork the other team.
Thank you for your time. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, thanks, Mom.
All right, thank you, guys. And Sule, we found out something new about him today. He commentates the game in his head. Maybe that's his secret to success here at the Owens Center.
No, and it's not a bad strategy when you're in a game. You're not seeing a lot of action. It's a nice way to stay in the game. I like his strategy there, and I like what he mentioned as well for the offense, being shooters instead of passers. They were shooters today, and while they didn't get the puck in every time they took a shot, it forced a lot of defensive zone faceoffs for the Saints, gave them more opportunities off the faceoff, and eventually when you take 54 shots, you're going to find the back of the net eventually. So I like what Sule said there about being shooters instead of passers.
And Sule gets the shutout tonight, and now that it's confirmed, I can say the word shutout because I know he doesn't like it when anybody on the air says that he's got a shutout going, and then he's a very superstitious guy.
Absolutely.
We know that. So the final score again here, Bradley 4, Maryville 0. Again, a reminder that these teams will go head-to-head again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Beau Woodcock, you'll be back here tomorrow with Jack Simzik for that one, so we should have a good rematch. But thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. Again, 4-0 Bradley over Maryville. For our entire crew, Ryan Spence, Mitch Kaminski, and Beau Woodcock, I'm Matt Harrington, saying so long from the Owens Center.